I got that California.
Hey, what's up everyone? KidsG5 Gamer here, back with our video, and today I got another computer. Yes, I got another computer. Yes, but instead of a Windows computer, it's a Mac. And this is not just an ordinary Mac. This is a PowerMac G4. Yes, it's a PowerMac G4. And so over here we have the built-in speaker, the drive, the CD drive, which doesn't have a button for some reason. So I'm gonna have to, if I want to put in a drive, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go over here, hold down this mouse, and then I could get to the drive. And it'll open up. And then we have a power button, reset, and then a restart or whatever. I don't care, I don't really remember. And so let's open this up. Sorry guys. Okay, so here we are. This is what's inside of the PowerMac G4. Let me go over here. There's so many cables. Alright. Here's the RAM. Here is the motherboard with some battery. Luckily it didn't leak. It didn't do anything random. Over here there's a drive, so we don't have to worry about that. Here's the DVD drive. The something, I don't know what it is, but warning, don't mess around with it, probably. So it's important. So there's actually two drives. One here, and one here. Probably one's for boot camp or something. And then basically, I have this cable. I have these, I think, no. Yeah, I have that cable. Right now I'm not at my computer. Well, I mean, let's put it back up. Jeez. This thing is so dang heavy. And I'm actually recording from my phone right now, but then I'm gonna switch over to record from my MacBook that I have. So this thing, when I first saw it, it had tons of dust on it, like literally tons of dust. There was like tons of it over here. There was like a big chunk, like totally, that would fit 3 of my fingers. Like it was this big. That's how much dust there was. There was dust on here, and then I think there was some dust here, and then yeah, I mean it works totally fine. I found another one, and I think this is the gray one. It kind of looks like blue, but it's gray. So there was a white one, and there was another one. It had a drive. It didn't boot up. It didn't show the screen. So we didn't buy that one, and we got this one. It works totally fine. There was tons of stuff in the trash can, so I erased all that stuff, and then I created a new profile, and yeah. So now let's move on to the computer itself. Let's look at the screen and everything, and basically this is my setup right now. This is the monitor for the machine, the keyboard for the machine, the mouse for the machine, and then the recorder. And for a reason, I don't have my little stand for my phone, so I can't like, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I can't like put my phone somewhere and then just show the screen. So I'm gonna have to be using my MacBook for it to record. And so now let's move on to the computer. Okay, so now we're at the computer. Basically, I'm right here. So power the computer on. See, there we go. If you guys didn't hear that, it booted up. Let's turn on the monitor, jeez. Yep, there you go, see? It works totally fine. And this runs macOS 10.3.9, and it has no other versions. It doesn't have any older versions of Mac, so yeah. Can't. Okay. So here we are, yeah, it's booting up. And yeah, basically, this is my account. And so, if you could see, there's an extra drive. There's an extra drive. If I can't zoom in. Or can I? I don't think I could zoom in. Jeez. Dang it, I can't zoom in. So, here, let me just show. And so the weird thing about this Mac, about this one, is that it has an extra drive. And I named it something because I don't know what it is. And also the main drive was actually called, this one, the main one, it was actually called nothing. Like there was literally nothing as the name of it. Like nothing at all. And this one was the only named. And this one is the weird one. The something. And I named it something. And so if we look inside of the drive, we can see that there's an iTunes folder. So if we open that, there's iTunes Music. And if we open that, there's nothing. There's just totally like nothing. You like can see nothing at all. Like there's nothing inside of here. So yeah, that's why I named it something. And I'm not going to eject the drive because I kind of am worried about what would happen. So let's go over here and let's go about this Mac. As you can see, it is macOS X version 10.3.9. And we could software update, but I'm not going to do that. It has a the processor is 733 PowerPC G4, and it has 1 GB of space. It just shows that. So that's what's on here. And so we have the main stuff, and as you can see, this is just like a new account, and I have it so it could be scrolled. So like if you go over here, you can scroll, which is what I like about the older versions of Mac, because of how you can scroll and find the icons. It's pretty funny. So if we go over here, iCal, now it says February 1st. There's nothing. Let's just mark these off. And so yeah, I made it tell the correct time, and before, so I got this computer yesterday, and before it said it was May 1st, 2001, so I changed the date to what is the latest date, and I changed it to the latest time because it thought it was another time as well. So yeah. And so if we go over here, this account is the administrator, and it has more stuff listed on the start. so I don't feel like sharing about that one. I'm not saying that has anything that would be, it doesn't have any, this computer, it doesn't have like, from the first person who used this computer, like there's literally no evidence from the person, like nothing at all. There's nothing. So, yeah. We go to folder or finder, whatever. About finder, just basically Macintosh desktop experience finder version 10.3.3. And now let's move back to the recording from my MacBook. Okay, so now we're back. And so let's test out Safari. Can't find server because we don't have Wi-Fi. This thing can't connect to Wi-Fi, so it's no. I've been saying it's not worth it to get this, but still, I could have it in collection. Like I can install some older version of Mac, maybe. I don't know. Because I do have macOS 10.1, macOS 9, and macOS 8.6. And the only things I could run on here is macOS 9, macOS 10, macOS 10.2, and macOS. Here, let me recount. macOS 9, macOS 10, macOS 10, and macOS 10.1, and macOS 10.2, and macOS 10.3, and macOS 10.4, and then macOS 5 is the highest that you could get, and the lowest that you could get is macOS 9. Jeez. The highest that you could get is macOS 10.5. Wait, did I say 9 it was the highest? I'm sorry. It's just I've been speaking too much. Like, jeez. I feel so angry about myself. So, if you look in system performances, let's close Safari. Safari, you don't work. So, basically, we have Classic, the thing to change operating systems. Start Classic when you open up. So, basically, start to Classic environment. So I don't really know if this is just the main drive or it actually does have an old version of Mac, so I don't really know, but maybe not. I don't know. I haven't done this before. I don't know how to do it, and I haven't done it before, so I mean, I'll test it out at the end of the video, and then yeah, and you can look in the description if you want to know if this actually does have a Classic, because I will put info about this Mac in the description as well. So we have all this stuff basically, and we have QuickTime Player. Yay, we have an MP3 and MP4 player, audio and music, whatever you want to say. Okay, so get connected to the internet for your guide to the best in QuickTime performance. No, alert. Sorry, it was not valid. Oh no, we can't run QuickTime. We can't do anything with that. We can't do anything with that. What are we gonna do? Oh, I know. Let's explore here. Let's try to find Internet Explorer because I think there is a Macintosh version of IE on here. Shut up. Okay, so let's look inside of here. Took us out of the drive. Here we have an old folder. Item 7, dang. Microsoft? No. Let's search. Jeez. Internet. Here it is. We have Internet Explorer. Yay! See? Internet Explorer. Let's move it. Internet Explorer is the best. Yeah. Error. Inspect server not found because we're not on internet. You deal with it. Alright. Search up here. Dang it. Dang it. What else can we do? Dang it. We're not connected to Wi-Fi. Okay. Let's do something. Since this thing can't connect to Wi-Fi, it can't connect to Wi-Fi. Yeah, it can't connect to Wi-Fi. No, sorry. It can't connect to Wi-Fi. What about... Why is this here? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Start disk. Make changes. Oh, wait, what? It has macOS 9.2.2. It's macOS 9.2.2. It actually has it. That's pretty cool. Well, let's see. I'm not going to do it because I'm kind of worried about this having some profile stuff from the last person who used this. So I'm going to have a second part of this video. I'm going to have a second part of this video that will have me being on macOS 9.2.2, and it will actually be the first time I will be running macOS 9. It will be actually the first version I'll be running this. So hopefully the place where I got this computer, they deleted all the profile stuff, like literally deleted all of it, and nothing can be found. not even on the macOS 9.2.2. And if there is, I won't try to remember any of the files. What I'll do is just I'll delete all the files, go from there, or you can't create a second profile, so that's a problem. And so, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we could just look up in the start disk and then we could see that it runs Mac. So I'm not gonna give away, yeah, I'm just gonna log in. G4, I'm just gonna see, G4. And so it made a little sound, made like an unlock sound. So, as we can see here, it has the folder, and so let's see if we can actually find the folder. So let's go over to here, desktop macOS 9, and so let's see if, well, maybe there isn't. I'm gonna pause the video and then I'll be right back. Shoot. Is it still going? Okay. My monitor with my computer turned off. So I'm gonna pause the video and then I'm going to be right back. And let's see if there's any profile stuff. Okay, so this is weird. There's nothing in the folder. Nothing in the folder. Only this. I don't know what this is. What is this? It's deleted? Is it in the trash? What happened to this? I don't know. It somehow probably got deleted. Okay, it's gonna stay on the task bar. That's good. So that's weird. It doesn't show anything in the folder. Let's look inside of there again. So here's the desktop. It has nothing in the desktop. That's the thing. But no. No, there isn't anything. There's nothing on the desktop. Just only this. Nothing else. Nothing. So I don't really know. Or, there's one more thing that we could try. Hold down Alt. And let's see if it'll show up the drive. So hold down Alt. Cross your fingers. No, it doesn't show. It doesn't show anything else, but only just this. So, there's a thing that I can do to this computer. I can add on macOS 9 again on this computer, but the thing is it would be an older version of macOS 9. It would be the original macOS 9, not macOS 2.2. But I don't really remember if the original version of macOS 9 can actually run on the PowerMac G4. So I'm going to have to do some researching and see what version of macOS 9 is available for this computer before I even install it. So we click on here would probably just you'll load it. So if we click on here, dang it, did it. So yeah, that's basically my PowerMac G4 that I have, and I will be using it for the second part. And I don't have a installation disk for Mac OS 9, so I don't have it with me because I'm not even nearby my installation disks. So I'm gonna have to wait, and you guys are gonna have to wait until the second part comes out. Yes, there is going to be a second part, and I already told you guys, but there is going to be a second part for this video. But wait, there's a Mac OS 9 folder here. Stay tuned for the next part. I'm sorry, guys. I'll see you guys later on the next episode. I hope you guys are excited as I am for part 2. I'll see you guys later on the next episode. Bye.
You were the shadow to my light. Did you feel us? Another star, you fade away. Afraid our aim is out of sight.